broken axle already. We had a catastrophic winch failure. While we had winching one vehicle to another, the one vehicle was backing up and he decided to unspool his winch faster than the vehicle that it was hooked to was pulling away, so we could re-anchor that vehicle and pulled. I believe what happened is because the winch cable balled up, one of the loops wrapped around the end of the drum support, and then when he winched in, as it pulled in, the drum is spinning, and then all of a sudden it came to a stop, just froze up. And when it did, it broke the drum end support, some of the webs, you can see the marks on there, and it broke the brake shaft. So broke the stripped the splines off, and it also broke the cam for the brake. All the little pieces. So once that broke, then the winch is just dead. Fortunately, I had a spare brake shaft. These gears just had a couple little marks in them. We just cleaned them up a little bit. Otherwise, looked pretty good. So I had a kit already in stock to rebuild the clutch. So I got new bearings, new clutch material, a used shaft out of another one. It's got a little bit of pitting in the gears, but everybody says it's fine. New bushing and seal, new drum bushing and seal, and everything else is pretty much fine. So we're gonna put it back together and see how it holds up. One of the things that I have noticed with rebuilding a few of these is that some of these shafts have this cam. Some of them are built into the shaft, and then some of them are two-piece. This one was a two-piece, so this cam can come off and on. This one here, this piece right here that I'm pointing at, is what broke on the other one, but this one is all built into the brake shaft. So I don't know if that one would break as easy as this one did. I highly doubt it. The teeth in here probably would have still stripped out, but that piece there is basically this piece here, except on this one, it's part of and built into that main shaft. Probably cheaper to machine doing it this way. It splines onto this little section here. This here, where that other one, again, it's all one piece, and I talked about that already, but so we'll put it all back together, put the new axle shafts in. So getting the Warren put back on, so the top is off. I'm going to switch over to a synthetic rope. I'm going to knock this end off so I can slide it through the hole. You can see, and then clamp it onto the, or tie knot it onto the drum. So I'll try to just unclamp that. Get that aluminum, just making it a round ferrule again. Slide it off. And there's our rope. So that I'll slide it to the drum, tie a stopper knot in it. I might just slide this sleeve up a little bit, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so for the end of the rope, we'll slide a piece of heat shrink tubing on it, and it's trimmed a little bit. This is just an inexpensive winch rope. We got heat gun. Just try to keep the engine fraying any more than it has to. That's the end of that there. I know Brandon says he likes to use a washer on the end of the knot. Pulled out through the hole in the drum. Slide the washer on there. Now let's see if we can tie a stopper nut. No, that stuff's already wanting to come off the end. So there's a Ashley stopper knot. Not sure if that one is adequate, but we'll go with it. And this is not holding very well. So we'll try to slide it back down. We'll hit it again with the heat gun. Maybe throw a couple wraps of electrical tape around it. See if that works. And then just for safekeepings, we'll throw a little electrical tape around there to help hold it. We'll do the same thing with the red protective sleeve. It's kind of starting to fray a little bit. See if we can get it to slide back through. This stuff's a little bit thicker. Might not be able to go through this washer here. It's probably okay. And then I'll trim all that off with a better set of cutters. You're gonna be wondering what the heck is going on. All right, so that looks pretty good. Get the washer, at least part way into it. We'll slide all the way down. Probably the worst way of doing this on a winch cable, but this buddy able to break a, which this is another buddy's term that I gave him years ago, is you can break a steel ball in a rubber room. Some people can just break anything anywhere. So there we go. So we'll slide that. And tuck the knot back in there. And then she will get wound up. Get wound in. We'll tighten that up a little bit. So, got to finish getting everything mounted up. Got to get the top cover back on, get the motor put back in. I pulled the motor off the top cover instead of having to disconnect all the battery cables and everything. Probably not the best way to do it, but that's what we did at the time. So for now, all right, so now we're gonna try to get this thing back together. Got the top half to put on. Got it kind of halfway mounted up, and throw some silicone on it. Just gonna use some clear RTV. Put a little bit through this groove here. Probably a little too much, but a little extra shouldn't hurt nothing on here. And then I didn't see a washer on the motor shaft when it came out, so when I put it back together, I will check end play and see if there's anything. See if it needs a washer, a spacer. If it does, then we'll figure something out. I'm just going to put some 30 weight non-detergent motor oil. That's what they recommend. Seems to climb the gears. So one of the crap things that happened is I let the armature come out of the motor. So I could pull the end cap off. to get the brushes back around. This might be a little bit of a trick. Sometimes cutting corners makes more work by not just unbolting the whole motor. All right, got the motor back in, got all the brushes reset, which is a pain in the butt. I got the washers that go in there, the isolators, whatever. Let's see if it'll stay good enough. This is old school Warren, that the motor bolts have the flat head on them. You take the flathead screwdriver.
So that's a good question. So if you're doing the RV thing, do you want to use the specific RV toilet paper, or do you just use any toilet paper? That's a question for me, or the right time for you. Oh, okay. It depends on your system, plumbing system that you have. Mine, I keep regular toilet paper in the drum. I don't like to be sure to use cheap ass sandpaper, toilet paper. Single ply, so not apply. So bad. This is the first podcast money you were making for it. I'm glad you're the one that gets to end the podcast and try to clean this mess up. Okay, good.
I think these bolts are tricky to line up for some reason.
The short answer would be like mine, I have zero.
It's like I don't know why they don't just go right into the spot. Seems like it would line up. I think I got it. There, found the hole. Using the tiny, like a little number one, should be a bigger screwdriver than that. I guess I should probably measure the end play, because it does. I have to look those specs up. They were talking about it on one of the Facebook groups. Alright, well, she's almost back together. We'll come back. Got the Jeep all back together. It's going to go home again, hopefully for the final time. The 8274 is all back together with the synthetic rope, just 100 foot. That's what I had. And maybe if he gets that one all jammed up, the rope will break instead of breaking the winch. Yeah, be curious to see how this ends up working out after a few broken parts in there, but everything seems to be back together and working well. This motor doesn't have the washer on it. I didn't see one when I took it apart. Put it back together without it. Seems to work okay, so we'll test it out and see if it gives us any issues with the armature hitting the bearing or the casting or whatever. So got the axles are all back in, new chromoly axle shafts, and hopefully I'll have a little bit more mechanical sympathy this time. Till the next one.